I'll read the question nice and loud, and then he'll give the answer. My daughter is 38 years old, mentally 3½, and no one can touch her head. She has to go to Tampa General Hospital for dental. She's healthy and happy. She is in Tier 4. She needs dental back. I'll never put her in any kind of home to get her funding. So she wants to know, say, on the dental.
Okay. I really appreciate that last comment. You'll never put your family member in a home just to get funding. And I know in my family, we are committed to doing the right thing, regardless of any decision made by the Florida legislature. And I appreciate that sentiment. I actually personally made a pretty heated pitch to allow us to add dental. Well, I actually asked the legislature to add two things: dental and companion to Tier 4, because those are the two services that we're missing. Those were the things that were missing that I felt were most important for families. Part of what I hope we will achieve by moving to more of an individually directed, consumer-directed, whether it's through consumer-directed care, whether it's through individual budgets, is I would like to make the dollars that are available much more flexible so that you can determine what your most pressing needs are. I don't see any reason to not have dental in Tier 4 because the only reason for Tier 4 is cost containment. So if you're willing to live within a budget, but dental means more to you than something else that's authorized under that tier, I personally don't see. That's why I want the flexibility. We're working right now on an option that will, and it's in both the House and Senate budgets, authority for us to design and implement a flexible benefit that would take the place of a number of different discrete services that are currently authorized. And one of the things I'm going to look seriously about, unless there's some legal prohibition, we are going to look very closely at letting dental be one of those services that you could access through that flexible benefit, regardless of what tier you're in. So it's an issue that we're looking at. I mentioned earlier, we're looking. I didn't mention we're trying to partner up a little bit with the county health departments. They have resources that are out there. If you happen to be dually eligible, you can enroll in a dental benefit that they have. But again, that is an issue that I just think you can't be healthy if you don't have good oral health. That's just, you don't have good, that's just where it starts. And so we're, believe me, I am looking behind every bush. I'm going to try everything I can to make sure that the people we serve have access to appropriate dental care. It's very important to me.
This is another part with the dental, that is, if Tier 4 gets dental, will that mean they'll lose part of the $14,792 that they already get?
Yes, the short answer is yes, they wouldn't. If the budget doesn't go up, you would have to make some choices so that, again, dental would have to be more important to you than some of the others. And it's a hard choice. Now, one day, if we ever get to a situation where we truly have the individual budgets, there may come a day when these 4 tiers become really obsolete and not necessary, because I believe you can achieve the cost containment goal that these 4 tiers give us today. I believe you can achieve that through this other way of organizing how you finance and deliver service and put the family in charge. But yes, under today's program, the short answer is yes.
If the support coordinator is my child's advocate, Why are you taking away their chances to help me, such as not letting them help with the appeal process?
You know, I would have to research that one. I didn't realize that support coordinators. David, can you tell me?
Well, you know, and we need to know more about the individual situation, but you know, I do know that support coordinators have facilitated, you know, as far as the process, as far as helping consumers with the appeal process.
Yeah, I was going. That's a new one for me. If you would get information to, to David, we'll just look into this because I know in a number of instances we have providers actually representing these individuals. So that may be an isolated problem that we can take a look at.
How do we contact you regarding a way to streamline the waiver services?
Okay. Area code 850-488-1558.
Again?
850-488-1558. You will speak to a very nice person named Darlene Golden, who is my administrative assistant, and we'll put you in touch with who you need to speak with.
What is being done to have amendments addressed while waiting for a tier due process hearing? An example is declining health need to increase the CA.
We're starting to process those right now. You would go through and particularly if there's a significant change in circumstances, you should be able to process those. And if you're running into difficulty, I would ask that you let Mr. Johnson know about that. And if necessary, I just gave you my phone number, so let me know if you need to.
With Tier 1 persons who have a high cost plan, are they going to limit their funding? Was the first question. The second part was, are they going to insist that they go to an ICFDD?
Now, I can talk, but let me just give you, the answer is no and no. The $120,000 cap that was proposed, or it wasn't even proposed, it was an option. Just so you guys understand, I was told by the legislative leadership to come up with a list of options that would represent a 10% reduction to my budget. And that was an option. It was not a recommendation, it was not a proposal. Nothing on there was something that we wanted. Like I told you, the 10% reduction to my staff is not something I wanted, but I put it on there because, well, I had to. That particular option is not in either the House budget or the Senate budget. It wasn't in the governor's recommendation. So the likelihood of that happening is incredibly slim. So I wouldn't worry about that.